after another winter storm here in the Finger Lakes. Snow crunching underfoot and absolutely freezing temperatures outside. Perfect day, we thought, for a bit of one pot cooking. So we're going to use some Moroccan spices and make a delicious roast chicken. So first of all, we got some preserved lemons. Just take the lemon out. We're only using half here. Remove the flesh. It's the peel or the rind that you want, and then cut that into fine slices and then into a very fine dice. Place that in a bowl. You're gonna add a little celery. Again, just cut it into small slices and then into a very fine dice. And pop that in the bowl with the preserved lemons. Then we got some Harissa here, some Harissa spice. And this is that true Moroccan flavour. So a good couple of teaspoons of that into the bowl. This is some of our own sage that we grew this summer and then dried and rubbed. So we got rubbed sage. So we add some of that in. And then some virgin olive oil. Good glug of that goes in. It's really just going to help bring all those spices together. You could use butter here as well, or regular canola oil if you wish. A little bit of salt, and then finally a squirt of tomato paste or tomato puree. And then just mix that all together. Get that all nicely combined, and we're going to use this to flavour the chicken. So we've had the chicken on a rack just drying out a little bit. They come in packed in plastic. We're going to remove the giblets. We're going to use those to make a little stock. Make sure that cavity is completely clear. And then with your fingers, what you want to do is just reach inside between the skin and the flesh of the bird and gently separate the two. This is where we're going to be putting that harissa mix to flavour the bird as it roasts. And so with your fingers, just clear or pry away the skin from the flesh. It should come away relatively easy, and once that's done, we're going to take that mixture that we just made and we're going to stuff that in between the skin and the flesh of the bird. Okay, then we're going to take a lemon, and I'm just going to cut into the lemon. This is going to help the juice of the lemon to be released inside the cavity of the bird. So not only are you going to get that lovely lemony perfume, it's also going to help with moisture inside that cavity as we're cooking, keeping the bird moist. And then finally, just going to truss the bird. So with a bit of kitchen twine, just first of all bind the legs together, and then we're going to take that string, wrap it round, pulling in the wings and bringing it back round to the legs and tying it off. And that's just going to hold the bird nice and tight together, so we get it to cook relatively evenly, and that prevents again anything getting overcooked or drying out. So we're just going to finish that off at the end, bringing that piece of kitchen twine together and just tying that off. Adding a little bit of the harissa on top, sprinkle that liberally over the body of the chicken. So now we've taken our Dutch oven, and we're just going to drop the bird in. Place the lid on, and we're going to cook it in a fairly high oven, around 375 Fahrenheit to 400 Fahrenheit. Give it about 15 to 20 minutes, and then we're going to bring it out of the oven, and we're just adding in these wonderful baby potatoes. So they're going to roast in that same dish with the chicken. It goes back into the oven, and for the last 20 minutes of cooking, just remove the lid, and that's going to help crisp up the skin. Now you want to get the temperature of the chicken to around 165. You're probably talking about an hour 30 minutes to get to that point. Lift the chicken out. We're just going to drain out some of those juices from the carcass of that lemon that's in there, and place that on a cutting board to rest. Give those potatoes a little stir, and they'll go back into the oven to crisp up, maybe another 15-20 minutes. So give those a good stir back into the oven. Once potatoes are done, just take those out, and in the same pot, I'm just going to drain off a little bit of the fat, and then I'm going to add in some spinach, and then some French beans, some green beans, some haricots verts. You're going to mix that in. And that's just going to go back in the oven maybe for 5 minutes maximum. That hot pan's going to cook things through really quickly. So they're going to pick up all those lovely flavours from the bottom of the pan, and then we're just going to pop those into each dish. Add some of those wonderful roasted potatoes. Just arrange those around each bowl. And you can see from the colour they've picked up all those beautiful flavours from the harissa and the preserved lemon that we use to flavour the chicken, along with the juices from the chicken. It's a real flavour bomb. And finally, we're going to slice the chicken. I'm just cutting it into fairly big chunks. This is a really lovely rustic dish to have on this cold winter's day. And then I'm just going to lay that chicken on top of those beautiful greens. That's it. Really simple, really hearty, great dish for this time of year. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.